What's going on? It's your girl Fathom DJ, live and direct from the city of ATL. I'm trying to get my energy together. I got some interesting information just now, so trying to steer clear of negativity. But I will say that the rates are rising here in Atlanta, and there is a bit of concern. Having said that, creativity is a healer. Creativity is an inspirer for others. Creativity is used for entertaining. It is most certainly important. In line with that, we're going to keep this light and we're going to do the unboxing for the Avantone Pros MP1s Mixphones. Of course, I have Sennheisers that I would normally use to create beats, to listen back to the sounds for the beats, to help me arrange and light mixing, because I don't consider myself an engineer per se. I'm trying to get some middle ground. So I'm trying to get a pair of headphones that I could potentially use to DJ with as well as mix and master. Some of this doesn't matter to particular individuals. You have people who are like, oh, I just got a random ass pair of headphones. It depends on your needs. It depends on your ears. It depends on how you feel about your brand and your machine. In my case, I love the AIs. I use them to listen to music after it's been produced. After it's been mixed and mastered, I use them to listen. Ideally, you should have at least 2 or 3 pairs of headphones, just like you should have 2 or 3 pairs of monitors, just like you should listen to your music in 3 or 4 different settings before you release it. In line with that, the Mixphones became appealing to me as I questioned a bunch of people on Facebook about monitors. Now, at the time, I was purchasing Yamahas, which are here. But I asked about headphones because I'm like, do I get better headphones or do I get better monitors? And the consensus, based on the idea that I had a whack-ass pair of KRKs, sorry, I got rid of, and I got the Yamahas. I'm very happy with the Yamahas. I also have a pair of older M Audios that I use for DJing across the room. They're hooked together by this lovely, hopefully stable Mackie Big Knob. So I'm toggling listening to sounds through the Mackie Big Knob. And I'm also toggling with my ears, and I'm adding this pair of Avantone headphones. So we're going to do the unboxing. And of course, the box is appealing. I'm a graphic design freak, image freak. I would say the box is, it's interesting. I could compare it to the AIs because the AIs, they put a lot of thought and energy into their packaging. And if you want to take a look at the oldest video, and probably one of the most popular videos on my channel, it's for the unboxing of the AIs, and those are well over 10 years old and still working. Just so you know, I replaced the ear cups last year, and those girls are across the room working. So here we are with the Avantones, and I'm trying, of course, the box, the external box, I don't want to rip it because if something happens and I need to send these girls back, we need all the original packaging. So I went a different route this time. Of course, Avantone is carried for Sweetwater, as well as American Music Supply, as well as Zounds. And of course, they had them. Now, if you recall, I purchased the Pioneer 2-channel recently. I'm waiting for my console to be built, so that's the reason why I haven't used it yet. I purchased that off of Zounds. I purchased a few other things from Zounds. I'm trying not to overwhelm Zounds and American Music Supply, of course. So I just went out, and the headphones were $200. Unfortunately, Sweetwater had a deal, and they were $50 off. I was not in a position to be able to purchase at that point, so I missed that. But I just jumped out and decided to go ahead and pull it and purchase them outright. So inside of the box is the warranty for the headphones and a quick start, stereo input mode, and a mode switch. 3-position switch toggles between stereo, mono, and Q modes, interestingly enough. So we're going to get in the box. All right. Reminds me of AI's boxing. That's not a good or a bad thing. I'm just noticing. I love package design. So it's a coffin-shaped box. It's cute. It's got ribbons. This is well constructed. I love package design. So these are the Mixphones. Avantone Mixphones. Heavy. They're a bit heavy. The hope is that they're durable. If you're a DJ and you plan on using these out in the street, they're not light. That's could be a good and a bad thing depending on how you look at it. Okay, so it's got a jack on it because they are without the cord. It's got 3 switches, and that switch is to have you toggle between volumes, and that could be helpful. Then inside that, you got a box with, we'll assume that this is vegan leather, because that's what people call them these days, and cords. So you got a coily cord. Everybody's fond of the coily cord because you can stretch it across the room depending on how big your space is, and not disturb it from the jack. 1/4-inch jack on that coily cord, and it is interchangeable. So if you don't have a 1/4-inch jack on your mixer, I don't know anybody who doesn't have a 1/4-inch jack on their mixer. Shame on you if you don't. But you can unscrew this, as I'm seeing. That made me nervous that I could unscrew the entire thing. But that's a 1/8-inch jack, and most certainly on the other side is an 1/8-inch jack where you're going to plug it into the headset. Then you have a straight cord for those people who are straight. Just joking. Anyway, I'm sitting at my desk. My desk is a bit junky because I am actually working on a new beat for a new track. And because I'm working on this, you won't be able to see the screen or anything like that. In the coming weeks and months, I'm going to do some aesthetic changes. Hopefully it'll be a little more visible. Things will be changing, and you'll get an opportunity to see my desk and hopefully see me as I start working. Back again, I'm getting myself together. So this is the Avantone box, and the box is pretty cool. I'm thinking about all those little fly attributes that the AI box had on the inside. It was so well thought out. This is decent for $216 with tax. So I'm going to plug these girls in, and we are going to take a small listen to something that I'm currently calling The Time. Of course, this is unmixed or mastered. It is simply a drum pattern that I'm working on. So I'm going to pull it up just a bit so you can hopefully catch it. This is not internal. So, my hair is in the way, so that doesn't help. They sound pretty clean. They are heavy. They're heavy. there is a volume control, so you can go from low to medium to high. I feel like they could be slightly louder on their own, but maybe I'm tripping. First listen, they are decent. That's what I'll say. Boasting at $200 plus tax. Everyone's ears are different. People will hear different things. As I understand it, based on research and a few years in the game, you should have at least 2, maybe 3 pairs of headphones. Just like you should have 2, maybe 3 pairs of monitors. My monitors are connected through this Mackie Big Knob that I hope doesn't fail again. And of course I have the Yamahas as well as the M Audios across the room. And when I'm listening to music, because I haven't been making any music lately, but when I'm listening to tracks, I most certainly toggle between the A's and the B's because I want to know what my sound is sounding like. Speakers have different characteristics. Monitors have different characteristics. They're not all built the same. So having said that, you definitely have to pick and choose because everything has an individual character. Having said that, so do these headphones. So I'm going to play with them a little bit more and see how I feel about them. I'll DJ with them and see if they sound clear and good enough in the mix. And then I may come back and do a review. So Fathom DJ, live and direct from the city of Atlanta. You can find me in your worldwide webosphere at findingfathomdj.com, Instagram, YouTube, here, LinkedIn, iTunes, TrackSource, Beatport, Amazon, Facebook. Am I adding something? Bandcamp. Am I adding something? No, I'm not adding any social media at this point, but it may happen in the future. Cosmic kisses and well wishes to you and yours. Please stay safe. You can see this mask. I put this mask on here. Wear it. Just wear it. I'll talk to you soon. Space.